Okay. All right, Chavan. So this is the nigun that we sing in our sukkah every night when we invite the Ushpizin in. And it's a nigun written by Ben Zion Salman. Beautiful, beautiful nigun. Azami, 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 Lisiudasi, Azami, 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 Lisiudasi, Ushpizi, Yitzchak veYaakov, Yosef, Moshe, Aaron, veDavid, Zami, Didai, tonight, we're so privileged to honor our sukkah with the presence B'matuminach Yitzchak Avinu Shpizi Loyi Deus v'imi v'imach B'im Avram Yaakov Moshe Aaron Yosef v'David. Tonight we invite Yitzchak Avinu, and we'll be talking about him a little bit more later on. But let's sing some really strong nigunim right now, as the gates of the love, the gates of the kapara are just like wide open. We're all going through it now, and we're going through it b'simcha. Sukas David no ifalem Anachamanu yakim lanu Oy Sukas David no ifalem Oy Anachamanu yakim lanu Sukas David no ifalem Anachamanu yakim lanu Sukas David and they forget. Oh yeah, sing with me. Let's go. Sukas David no ifalem. And Sukas David no ifalem. Oh yeah, Nachama, Uyakim Nanu. Sukas David and ifalem. Oh Nachama, Uyakim Chaim Tovim Shalom. Chaim Tovim Shalom, everyone. I'm sure this first day of Sukkot was magical in its own right, and you're very much surrounded by the energy of Avraham Avinu. And over Sukkot we were learning that based on how the Rambam explains man and woman, humans' greatest influence is really his surrounding, society. Sociologically speaking, we are most influenced by our surroundings. And that's why one of the reasons of Zman Simchatenu is that we're surrounded by the Ushpizim. They are our surroundings, and they are most mashpia on us. But what happens if you're sitting in your sukkah and you're just not feeling Avram Avinu coming to visit you, and tonight Yitzchak Avinu coming to visit you? What are you supposed to do? So it's such a beautiful thing. I saw somewhere, I forget which one of the Svarim, it said that the way that you could detect and feel their presence is the more that you're besimcha. The more that you don't try to find a reason to be besimcha, but you just allow your face to shine, you receive the shining of the faces of the Ushpizin, of Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, Yosef, and David. And there's so much more to elaborate on that. But Alevai, 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 when we say at the end of Sukkot, the Sukkah should come with us as we leave the Sukkah into the world, it means that the way we were influenced by the midot of Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, Yosef, and David. In the Hasidim last night, we invited, Halavai, one day I could be considered a chassid, a real chassid. The Hasidim, they began with the Baal Shem Tov, and tonight we're inviting the Maggid of Mizrich. And there's also a minhag to say the name of all tzaddikim that have the name Yitzchak in honor of Yitzchak Avinu. We have great company. We have phenomenal company. Actually, just realized something. As you can see right behind me, this is like the first two Ushpizins, Avram, Yitzchak, right? Such a secret, Rav Kook. You know what? Let's sing a song of Rav Kook. Avram and Yitzchak. This is the song. This is the nigun we did a few years ago. We have some really special guests coming up soon. We'll talk about them right after this song, Chavra. משורר התשובה הנולדת כבר ואם בשחקים עודנה צדודה שמה נשמתך לצרור החיים משורר התשובה הנולדת כבר ואם בשחקים עודנה צדודה שמה נשמתך לצרור החיים נדע ואורל כינורך נדע ואורל כינורך וישמעו כל דרכי לב יאזינו כל לילה דבריך ושמעו וחיו ישמעו כל הקהילה עשינו כל עלינו להם יד דבריך שבו וחיו תשובה הנולדת כבר ואם בשחקים עודנה צלולה שמה נשמתך בצרור החיים. Okay, Chaver, if you know this, please sing with me. לשורר התשובה הנולדת כבר ואם בשחקים עודנה צלולה שמה נשמתך בצרור החיים. אוי נעלה שבו וחיו ישמעו כל הקהילה יעזים כל עלינו להם יד לברך ושבו וחיו. Okay, so b'intayim, this is my only sukkah niggun. Maybe there'll be another one by the end of the night, who knows? V'yifros aleinu sukat shomecha sukat chachamim chayim v'shalom. V'yifros aleinu sukat shomecha sukat chachamim chayim v'shalom. Upon the sukkah shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim hayda la 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 oy la 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 Shalom, upon the sukkah shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim hey la 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 oy no do 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 la 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 oy la 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 do 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 do. La shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim Yerushalayim. Okay, Chevra, L'chaim, thank you again. So, let me tell you a little bit about the next few days. I'm not going to go through everything because there's just way too much to cover for now. But tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., everything is on this Zoom link, okay? Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., I'll be leading a musical Hallel here from my sukkah at 9 a.m. Not the whole Shachris, just Hallel. That's at 9 a.m. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have the privilege of hearing wonderful Divrei Torah, words of inspiration to take Sukkot to the next level by Rabbi Dr. Mimi Fagelson tomorrow at 4 p.m. And then we will be joined tomorrow night again at 8:30 p.m. And we're going to have the privilege of spending an amazing Ushpiz, an amazing Simchat Hasho'eva with two dear brothers of mine. That is Yehuda Katz and Laser Lloyd. And the next day is just another whole lot of goodies and teachers. We will have the next day my dear brother Eitan Katz, superstar Yid Mensch, Tamir Goodman, another dear friend Gad Elbaz, and also the Torah of so many wonderful people that we're going to be sending out the scheduling during the day. And the sponsorships are available for sponsoring these evenings. So if you're up for it and you would like to help us out with it, that'd be wonderful and beautiful. Ashreinu, Ashreichem. And one of the sponsors that we've been having the privilege to work with for a while right now has been Abraham's Legacy. And Abraham's Legacy is a wonderful initiative that was led by our dear friend Orly Waba. And Bezrat Hashem will be talking a little bit about her app, which is a whole Tehillim initiative, a little bit later on. But for now, I hope he's on. I think he's with us right now. I'm honored. I'm excited. I'm thankful to have the privilege to invite. We wanted Chevra that Mamish for like their whole mitzias, their whole when they show up to a holiday, their whole mitzias, their whole existence is in the holiday, is completely consumed by the holiday. And there's a person that many of you know, and he's a tremendous Kiddush Hashem in the world, tremendous. First of all, we want to bless him with, actually, I'll wait till he gets on to bless him to his face as much as possible. Alex Claire, are you with us? Let's see. Let's see, 1 second. I have to also connect over here. This is our first time doing this, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of operation. So bear with us. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sing one more niggun until we get this straight. And I will... He's there.
I'm here.
Yeah.
The good Yom Tov.
A good moyed. Here he is.
Rav Shlomo, how you doing?
Yeah. Alex, you know, I think that we see each other mainly either backstage on Sukkot, mainly backstage on Sukkot events or in Kever Rachel on Sukkot.
That's a good summation. I would agree. Yeah.
How was your Yom Tov, brother? How's your Yom Tov?
Yom Tov is good. It has been good. It is good. It will be good. B'ezras Hashem. Looking forward to Kakam Lechem B'Yom Rishon. We missed, but
Right.
that's because the Hadass in the robbers, the lulav is an ois, and we have Shabbos, which is also an ois. So we're good. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, though.
Let me ask you a shayla. Alex, do you remember your first sukkahs?
I remember my first sukkahs. Yeah.
Yeah. What was it like?
Yeah, I do. Very clear. What was it like? Well, it was in London, so it was probably rainy.
Yeah.
To be in Eretz Yisrael, to be in sukkahs. There's no Mesiras Nefesh here to be in the sukkah. It's so beautiful. It's just pure. It's just pure tanug. It's so nice. In London, it was. It's beautiful. The simcha is geschmack. It's a beautiful avir. But to be in Yerushalayim Eretz Kodesh on sukkahs is.
Right. Sorry, that's me. Okay.
That's okay.
So my dear brother, let us just be serenaded by your ushpis in your presence tonight.
Wow.
And I thank you so much for being with us. I really, really do. Thank you so much.
Not just chus, Yitzchak Abinu. It's funny. Sukkot is the Zman Simchas the Zman of Chesed, and to have the second night be Yitzchak. But a good friend of mine, Mishkiach Rafael Shustli, he said, ironically, the person who defines Gevura, his name really means to chuckle. So it's a beautiful word. Just the hearts hevel avalem ein on milvador. This is the hearts hevel avalem ein on milvador. This is the hearts hevel avalem ein on milvador. This the chals have levalim in a milvado ya lalam la la da di la la lam la li da ya la la dam li da la la da la 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 ma da da. Sister House have a love all in a milvadoy. Sister House have a love all in a milvadoy. Sister House have a love all in a milvadoy. Sister House have a love all in a milvadoy. Sister House have a love all in ain't no milvadoy. Sister House have a love all in ain't no milvadoy. Sister House have a love all in ain't no milvadoy. Sister House have a love all in ain't no milvadoy. La 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 da da yo ma la 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 da. Hanim zmirois v'shirem eroi ki elecha navav shisaroi Tamirois Shirim Eroi Ki Nafshi Sarai Nafshi Chamda B'Tzel Yaderecho Lo Das Korosoidecho Nafshi Chamda B'Tzel Yaderecho Lo Das Korosoidecho I weave songs, I sing melodies for my soul yearns. My soul yearns for the shadow of your embrace, so I can know all of your secrets. My soul yearns for the shadow of your embrace, to know your deepest secrets. It's beautiful when you live in Yerushalayim. You can hear your neighbors singing along and not discuss. So I wanted to share a little idea that the Baal Tanya, the Alter Rebbe, in Ushavti Man Besosain, the Maima, he says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is called Zerei Tzedakos. Zerei Tzedakos. And it's a beautiful Torah, this Indian of being a Zerei Tzedakos. HaKadosh Baruch Hu throws, like seed is scattered in a field, Tzedakos, Chesed. And, that's great. Being Zerei Tzedakos is fantastic. You have to do Chesed. You have to do Tzedakah. You have to give. But in terms of Ruchnius, if we don't do a Charisha, if we don't plow, then the seeds, so to speak, rot, or they get eaten by birds. So the Alter Rebbe says that through all the Aseret Shomei Tshuva, when the person does vidui, when he feels all that pain, all that frustration, he klops al chet, and he cries and he sobs, and he has this deep pain. Alter Rebbe says that's keilu the charisha, that's the plowing. But plowing's all well and good. But Hashem is there has to be an end goal. The ikar can't just be a broken heart. Alter Rebbe says that the ikar is that once you've been zerei tzedakos, those tzedakos should grow. And the whole point of Sukkos, this through the chesed of Sukkos, is that all the tzedakos we do through the year, all the chesed, all the kindness, once we've had that broken heart of the vidui from Yom Kippur, we can get to the true simcha, the level of bittul, the level of just letting everything grow and become spiritually whole through the simcha of the Simchas Beit Hasho'eva. That's a big source to be here at the Simchas Beit Hasho'eva, making sure that all the tzedakos, all the chesed that we do throughout the year is going up right now.
Amen.
All right. Rav Shlomo, shall I play the Mujit Zanig and Altir Yankov? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Come back to that. Oh yeah, my, oh yeah, my, oh. Oh yeah, my, yeah, my, oh yeah, na, na, na. Oh yeah, my, oh yeah, yeah, na, na. Oh yeah, my, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, na. Oh yeah, my, oh yeah, my, oh. Oh yeah, my, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, my, oh yeah, da, da. Oh yeah, my, oh yeah, my, oh yeah, yeah, da, da. Oh yeah, my, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, my, oh my, oh yeah, my, oh yeah, oh yeah, my, oh yeah, hi, oh yeah, my, oh yeah. Oh yeah, my, oh yeah, my, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, na na, na na. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, my, oh yeah, my, yeah. Oh yeah, my, yeah, my, yeah, yeah, yeah. Altira abdi aklei, keli atave oideko, Eloi kai, Eloi mameko, keli atave oideko. Elokai arai mameko, Keli atove oideko, Elokai arai mameko, Keli atove oideko, Elokai arai mameko. Keli atave aideko, Elokai arai mameko. Keli atave aideko, Elokai arai mameko. Shakayach, Rav Shlomo. It's been really nice to be here. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. It really was cool.
Well, Alex, I have a question. I'm sure that everyone asks you, when's the next album out? I have a different question.
Yeah.
I'm on, as I'm sure you are also, about 320,000 WhatsApp lists. But one of the WhatsApp lists that I'm on is this incredible underground Alex Claire Divrei Torah WhatsApp list. So my shaila is like this. When is the Sefer coming out? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I think I'll have to keep going with the WhatsApp groups and see how many more people exit it. It's a lot. It's like 1 a week or 5 a week, we'll see. So, Bezras Hashem, I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot of commitment. Making an album is one thing. I've done that a couple of times, but making a safer, wow. To be honest, it's not my Torah. It's always Lukutim. Always netitzos of other people's Torahs have inspired me, and continue to inspire me, and things that are digestible and things I try and live with on a daily basis. And,
wow.
We should be nice to find those Torahs that give us inspiration and give us a hiskashus and a dveikus to Hashem.
Amen.
So I feel that sometimes to have the hiskashus and the dveikus to Hashem, I think one of the most important things is some level of being mevatel yourself and to say, you know what, maybe the world doesn't need another sefer to go in the Geniza. Maybe just the WhatsApp thing will have to move away.
Well, listen, what do I know? But in my humble opinion, it's dafka those kind of svarim that we actually need on the shelves. But
maybe.
Who knows? Alex, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and give you a bracha. You and your beautiful mishpacha should be gebenched with all the good zach and everything good. And besoros tovos, stay healthy and keep on knowing that all of Am Yisrael, we all have your back. We all have your back, Alex.
What a have behind you.
Thank you, brother. A good vacha, good mayed.
A good mayed, a good yom tov.
Good yom tov. Amen. Thank you, Alex Claire. Thank you so much. What a treat. spirit of the Ushpizin of Yitzchak Avinu, I wanted to share with you that there was a very, very, very strong one-liner that I once saw by the Reb Simcha ben Reb Shisra, the Heilige Reb Shisra. And it's about the pasuk that says, Vayeshev Yitzchak B'Gerar. I believe it's in Parsha Toldot. Yitzchak Avinu, who we invited to our sukkah tonight. You know what Gerar means? Gerar means that like a Gerar is really like a tow, like a gorer, right? Like when you need you need someone to tow your car, you get a Gerar, right? But Gerar also means like to shift and to be towed from place to place, from place to place. And Rav Simcha ben Reb Shisra says, Vayeshev Yitzchak B'Gerar. In this world, Yitzchak lived in a place of Gerar, of being schlepped and towed from place to place. And if you look at his life, and especially after the Akedah, we all know that after the Akedah, Yitzchak Avinu wasn't really in this world, but for him to still be in this world was like being schlepped from place to place even more. Well, this year, and especially this Sukkot, you and I have been somewhat chosen on this generation, in this time in life, to mamish be towed from energy to energy, from thoughts, from plans to different plans, from shifting to shifting to shifting. So tonight, this Ushpizin of Yitzchak Avinu, we're asking Yitzchak Avinu, first of all, we're so happy that our Tata Yitzchak is with us. And, you know, Yitzchak is Gevura. And I once heard a story that, you know, the Maggid of Mizrich, who we also invited tonight, the Maggid of Mizrich, he had a limp. He had a problem with one of his legs. And the story is that the Alter Rebbe, one time in his defense of the Maggid of Mizrich, explained that his limp was because, his ailment in his leg was because he's schlepping the whole world of din on one of his legs, because he just wants there to be chesed in the world. So the combination of these two tzaddikim, you know, of Yitzchak Avinu and also of the Maggid of Mizrich, we should learn how to look at din, look at chesed in ways that teach us how to shift, how sometimes I need to be here, sometimes I need to be there, because that's what we're seeing right now. Sometimes this is a sukkah that no one could have dreamt of. אני רק אגיד כמה מילים בעברית, כנראה שיש פה הרבה חבר'ה שנמצאים איתנו, ובעזרת השם אנחנו נתחיל לעשות שיעורי אולפן לכולם בערוץ הזה, כדי שנוכל באמת לדבר כראוי. אבל כשכתוב שביישב יצחק בגרר, גרר זה לגרור את עצמך ממקום למקום. יצחק אבינו הוא זה, לפי רב שמחה בן רב ששרה, הוא זה שידע איך, למרות שהפנימיות שלי זה גבורה, איך אני גם אוהב, שזה חסד. כמו שאנחנו רואים, שעל יצחק נאמר, ויאהביה. כשהוא לוקח את אשתו, את רבקה, אז כתוב, ויאהביה, שהוא באמת, התורה מצביעה על האהבה הזאת. האהבה, זה יצחק, זה גבורה, לא. אולי בטבע שלנו אנחנו משהו, אבל תמיד צריכים לדעת איך לגרור את עצמנו ממקום למקום, אחד לשני. So I want to sing a beautiful nigun by, this is by Michal Shapiro, one of the niguns that we haven't put out yet in the newer versions, but a beautiful, beautiful nigun of his. It very much has to do with this. Sorry, Abba. The tuning gets a little harder out in the sukkah because of the temperature. Kimcha mekor chayim beorcha חיים באורך ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. For with you is the source of life. In your eye do we see light. For with you is the source of light. In your light do we see light. Flows עלינו סוכת שלומך flows עלינו סוכת שלומך. These beautiful words, Ki imcha mekor chaim, be'orcha nir'eh or, for with you is the source of life. In your light do we see light. Ki imcha mekor chaim, be'orcha nir'eh or. Ki imcha mekor chaim, be'orcha nir'eh or. Ufroz aleinu sukat shelomecha. Ufroz aleinu sukat shelomecha. Ay, 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 ay. Bum bum bim 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 bam 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 bam. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Moi moi. Da 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 da. Oi, ay, 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 ay. So this opportunity, again, thank you so much for being with us. I want to thank Shimon Detweiler for handling all the back end over here. I want to thank my wonderful, beautiful chevra, and just, chevra, I miss so much our shul, Kilat David, Kilat Shirat David, who, because of what's going on, we haven't been able to daven together. But I love and miss the chevra so much, and I know that we're just waiting for days that are going to be mamish haynu kecholmim. I also want to really wish a big refuah shlema to all those that need a refuah shlema, and we all know that that list isn't really getting shorter at all. So I also want to thank our sponsor I mentioned before, Orly Wabaf, and Orly put together. We did an event with Orly, I believe it was last year, Aseret Yemei Tshuva, in the Tachana Rishona in Yerushalayim, where she launched her project of Abraham's Legacy. Abraham's Legacy, which you're going to see in the chat. You're going to see in the chat the webpage and the initiative of really getting Tehillim into our kishkas. Now, we for the cholim, obviously every single word of Tehillim, to say Tehillim in the sukkah is something out of this world. I also am honored that we can have a short video to play for you explaining what it's all about. So you'll see it on your screen in just one moment, and follow the instructions.
Thank you for tuning in as Abraham's Legacy celebrates Rosh Chodesh Nisan with Shlomo Katz in song, prayer, and inspiration. To be part of the Global Tehillim reading happening now, download Abraham's Legacy from your app store, available for both iOS and Android. Sign in, and in a moment, we will all click on the Start Reading button on the main screen, and each of us will receive a different perek from the Sefer of Tehillim, so that we can complete the book and add to the global count. In the top right corner, you have the ability to switch your language to any language you like. Don't forget that after you read the perek, to confirm that you've read by clicking on the check button, and then again to confirm that you've read that chapter. Let's put 6 minutes on the clock to read in unison so that we can unleash the power of our combined tefillah.
Even if you haven't downloaded the app yet, just pick a kapitel Tehillim. Thank you, Orly. Bezrat Hashem, every night, while we're together this week, we're going to be gathering for those few minutes and together sing Tehillim at the same time for the Refuah Shlema of all the Cholim. So before I introduce my next guest, let's just sing one more beautiful, beautiful Nigun for Sukkot. I want to dedicate this to a dear old friend of mine. I doubt he's watching. His name is Ito Barak, and he is the one that introduced me not just to this song, but to Rav Shlomo's whole world. This is the first song of Rav Shlomo I ever heard, ever. Everyone, thank you for being with us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hashem. La 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 Very rarely, very, very rarely do I feel that there's a song that someone else wrote, which I feel it's kind of like my Shoresh Neshama. Very rarely. But when it does come down, it must mean that there's some kind of very, very deep kesher there. So it's also very rare to feel so close to someone who you meet at a later stage in life. The following ushpizin that I'm so honored and excited. Well, first of all, everyone, this is that's one of my ushpizins, Tiferet Katz. You know what? We're bringing you into the sukkah. Ora Katz. And Mama Katz. Yeah, it's a mishpacha, it's a family feeling. It's all, we're all in this together. So, what I was saying is that sometimes you could feel so close to someone and meet them at a much later stage in life. And I have many friends like that. I'm realizing more and more that so many of the people that we're so close to are people that came around in life at a later stage, not necessarily that I grew up with. Hopefully I am still growing up, but you know what I mean. And the following person is someone who is much, much more than a friend. He's much more than an acquaintance. He's much more than a colleague, because we do work together a lot. And you've seen videos and pictures of us in the studio for many years now. But he's mamish a yedid nefesh. It's mishpacha, and it's my great, great kavod and honor to invite to our ushpizin, to our sukkah tonight, Naftali Kalfa. And is that Shlomi there with you? No, it's just you.
No, Shlomi's not here with me, but I am honored to be here with you and the Yansi Mishpacha. Modim
l'simcha, Naftali, and everybody. I want you to wish Naftali a big mazel tov. He just had a baby boy last week, a bit over a week ago. Baruch Hashem, mazal tov. Ken yirbu. Yonatan Oz.
Yonatan Oz, exactly. Hashem gave us strength.
Hashem gave us strength.
Hashem knows exactly what we need, and He gives us exactly the strength we need to deal with whatever we need.
And Naftali, let me ask you a second before you serenade us. I want to ask you a little bit. First of all, I miss you, Achi. I wish we were together under the same sukkah.
Same.
We've also spent a lot of different sukkots over the years. This year, with this new energy in the house, with this new life in the house, this new neshama that came down, Maya tzat shoneh sukkot hazeh. What was a little bit different this sukkah with this precious new baby boy in your family?
First of all, going from my house to the sukkah was the most I've been outside since Bidut started. So, no, honestly, as much as I miss seeing my dear friends, and I miss being out and about. Not that I'm such a social butterfly, but the little running around that I do normally do. I have exactly what I need in my house. I have exactly what I need to focus on. I mean, I had that with my children that I had until now. I don't want to. If my other kids hear this, they're gonna say, "Well, what about me? What about me, Abba?" But Baruch Hashem, when I see the mamash, the beauty of this sweet child, my wife is holding right off camera to the left of me. Mamash, it's just something. There's a part of me, and maybe we'll discuss it soon, where that is Simcha. Being connected to that is being connected to the real Simcha, to the real happiness in life. And Baruch Hashem gave us beautiful blessing right before Yom Tov, and I'm enjoying almost every minute of it.
Beautiful, Achi. So, okay, listen, we'll schmooze in a bit more, but bring it down. Sing us something from the Imkei Neshama.
We were talking about. I actually want to. I'm going to sing two nigunim for you, both of them which we had the schut to record. I just figured if we're when in Rome, I'm asking two of my favorite nigunim. לציון ברחמים המחזים שכינתו לציון ציון המחזיר, שכינתו לציון, לציון. אותה בקרוב, בימינו בניין עולם, ובני אותה בקרוב, בימינו בניין עולם, ובני אותה בקרוב, בימינו בניין עולם, ובני אותה בקרוב, בימינו בניין עולם, בכיסא דוד עבדך מהרה, בתוך התכלין לכיסא דוד עבדך מהרה, בתוך התכלין המקדש, ציון תמלא, ייבנה המקדש, ציון תמלא, ייבנה המקדש, ציון תמלא, ייבנה המקדש, ציון תמלא, ושמנה שחדה ובננה נעלה, ושמנה שחדה ובננה
Yesher koach, yesher koach. I just want to make clear to everyone, that is not my nigun. That is Naftali's that I fell in love with. That's not mine.
It's our nigun.
It's our nigun. It's our nigun. How did you write that nigun, by the way? Because it became, Baruch Hashem, that nigun really, that nigun really took off and people feel so connected to it. I try to sing it everywhere, but I know God Elbaz covered it also. A lot of people really, really connected. Tell us the story behind that nigun.
The honest story is that, it's going to sound kind of funny. When I moved to Eretz Yisrael, I had already put on an album, but I never really played guitar, and I still don't really play guitar. But I had taken a guitar lesson from this amazing guy with Rav Shlomo Katz, and he just taught me this new thing called Shesh Miniyot. I'm still not sure what it is, but he taught me this thing where you knock each chord 6 times. I didn't really know. I'm like, what do I need this for? He said, So I went right after I finished with him. That's the honest to goodness. I sat down and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that this nigga just like straight from Shemayim. And I remember when I sat with you at the time, we were going over a bunch of, a few different songs that I was looking to record with you. And this was last on my list. I'm pretty sure this was at the end. I said, and I have this other thing, I don't think it's much of a niggin, but let's, and you're like, dude, or whatever you called me then. And so before I sing another niggin, I just want to share one thought that occurred to me before, and then I'll sing a niggin, and then I'll share the real thought that I want to. We'll share all our thoughts. It's funny. A lot of people, again, the various pshatim. You could tell me the Mareh Mekomot or the Mareh Mekoimis, depending which high school or yeshiva you went to. But one of the things about Sukkot, which is very different than any other mitzvah, as far as I know, is Hamitzta'er Patur Min HaSukkah, or in yeshivish words, Hamitzta'er Patur Min HaSukkah. And you don't really see that by anything else, really. Like someone who's a mitzvah, I don't think he's patur from tefillin or Shabbat or whatever it is. And one of the things about Sukkot is they talk about, that's why Sukkah needs to be, 2 walls and a bit, is that it's a big hug from the Ribono Shel Olam. The Sukkah is a big hug from the Ribono Shel Olam. And when Abba, our father in Shemayim, when he gives us a hug, he doesn't want us to be in pain. He doesn't want. Yeah, your father might do things to you once in a while to set you straight. He might even take corrective measures. He might send you to the corner. He might put you on a timeout. But Bish'at Ma'aseh, at the actual moment when he's giving us a hug, he does not want us to be a mitzvah. He does not want us to be in pain. He wants us to feel the love, the warmth, and the beauty of his hug. That's why, by Sukkah specifically, a mitzvah patur min Sukkah.
That's beautiful.
And just one more thought that I wanted to share with you. So actually, I don't remember who says it, but I'll say it when the name of a different cat. It's Abraham Katz from Toronto. We say v'samachta v'chagecha v'yita sameach. And on the surface, it seems almost like a double lashon. In other words, Hashem's telling us, be happy on your chagim, and only be happy. V'yita sameach, and only be happy. So I forget who it is that said this. But what he says is that it's a haftacha. V'samachta b'chagecha. We're getting a tzivui to be sameach on our chag. And if you do the things that bring you simcha on your chag, the haftacha of the Ribono Shel Olam is, if you do the things that bring you real simcha, and I'll explain that in a second. V'hayita ach sameach. Then you'll have only happiness. What does that mean? Most people, it sounds almost obvious. Who wouldn't do the things that they need to do to be sameach? Who wants to do things that don't make them sameach? But l'tzari harav, I say this with first-hand experience from my own day-to-day life, we do a lot of things that maybe give us temporary respite or temporary, give us a temporary escape or a temporary feeling of something, but they don't bring us real simcha. Hashem says, V'samachta b'chagecha, especially on the chagim, and especially on Sukkot. If you do the things that bring you real simcha, if you spend that time, you were speaking before about my newborn child, you spend the time with your kids, even though the things that bring you simcha, the real simcha, don't necessarily always feel, you don't necessarily get that instant gratification. A lot of times you will, but a lot of times you'll want to pull your hair out. But if you do the things that bring you real simcha, Hashem promises us, Vayita ach sameach, you will have only simcha, and that's what I bless with whatever kochot I have. I bless all of us, and we should all daven together to really, really, really do the things that bring us real simcha. Sometimes I tell my wife, when I'm eating pizza at 2:00 in the morning, it might feel good, but that's not bringing me real simcha. So let's do the things that bring us real simcha, and we'll have ach sameach.
Amen.
I'm just going to end off with one more niggin that we recorded together, which is, I guess, a tefillah to Hashem to be Moshiach, to help us be Matzliach, and Bemet, to help us get through this chag, get through our lives with happiness, and let's feel the hag of the Ribono Shel Olam. Let's feel the hag of the Sukkah. Let's feel the ananei kavod and mamash.
Amen. Amen.
Ana Hashem Ana Hashem Hoshia. Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Hoshiana. Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Hatzlichana. Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Hoshiana. Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Hatzlichana. Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Hoshiana. Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Hatzlichana. Irarara, irarara, ha, oh, oh, ira, irarara, oh, Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Hoshiana. Ana Hashem, Ana Hashem, Hatzlichana. Actually, Yakar,
Naftali, that was a big matana, big matana. I don't want to let you off the hook yet. I have one bakasha. I have one deep bakasha. There are a lot of people right now in the world, a lot of people here, all over the world, that the last thing in the world that they're feeling is shalva. The last thing in the world they're feeling is serenity. They are faced with situations they never had to deal with. A lot of it has to do with loneliness. A lot of it has to do with fear of the unknown, which is really, we're always in the unknown. The illusion, we're under the illusion that ki'ilu yanu, where we know what's happening when things aren't under a pandemic. But I know, and I've received a lot of, guidance from you in terms of tuning in to places that can help us really, really inhale shalva, serenity and calm. And I know that you have a song both in English, you also have a song in Hebrew of the Tfilat Shalva. I don't know if you remember, I don't know if I want to put you on the spot. Do you know either of them right now? Are you able to play either of them?
Sure.
But do you want to share?
I make no promises about how well I'll play it, but
That's fine. But can you share a little something about like the Torah behind the whole Inyan?
Absolutely. And the funny thing is, you're mentioning the certainty and uncertainty. I think lahavdil, it's everything comes from Chazal, but a lot of the psychologists and whatever talk about how people need both certainty and uncertainty in their life. But it's funny, especially on Sukkot, how we we go about our lives, most of us trying to control everything, and we don't really control anything. I mean, we control certain actions that we do, but we definitely don't control the outcomes of what we do in life. And it's funny how in Sukkot, I was thinking about this over the last few days, how we go out of our dirat keva to dirat arai. We go out of our permanent dwelling into this temporary dwelling. to get hugged by the Rebbeinu Shalom, just to tie it back to what we were speaking of before. And Kibiyachol, we think in our minds that when we're in our Dira Keva, when we're in our permanent dwelling, that we're in our fortresses. We have everything under control, and we have but really, if there's one thing that this year has shown us, that the last bunch of months have shown us, is that we don't control anything. We don't control anything, and we see even with all the craziness of COVID and this, you see even people, you see lahavdil, but you see when people were running to stock up on toilet paper, that was still us trying to get some aspect of control of, right? I have a 10-year supply of toilet paper. We have some control over something. We don't have a control over anything. And the real secret to happiness, which we're all chasing, some of us more successfully than others. And again, I'm going to say this Torah, sort of this is what I've understood is the mechanism, but not that I've perfected the action of it. But it's to make seder between the things we could change, the things we cannot change. Because most of us spend a lot of our energy trying to change things that we have zero control over. Trying to change other people, trying to change outcomes. So the words, Eli tembi et hashalva, Hashem, grant me the serenity, l'kabel et advarim she'em b'yocholti l'shanotam, to accept the things I cannot change. I cannot change what's going to happen in a minute from now. I cannot change how this person's going to react towards me, how he's going to. Omet l'shanot advarim asher b'yocholti, but the courage to change the things that I can. So a lot of people stop after the first part of that sentence. Okay, I can't change anything. I'm going to sit at home and do nothing. No, you need to have the courage to change the things that you can. That's the wisdom to know the difference. The wisdom is really the key. Understand that there's two different categories of things that basically govern everything in our life. You get sick, Hasho'eva. What can you do? You can't control how long you're going to live. All you can do is do your stuff. Go to the doctor, take the medicines you're supposed to take, do whatever you're supposed to do. So like everyone else, I've struggled in my life, and this song, at times, when I really connect it, helps me find a little bit, 1% more shalva, 1% more serenity in my life. Achi, I love you. Thank you for asking me to sing it.
Thank you.
תן בי את השלווה לקבל את הדברים, לקבל את הדברים שאין ביכולתי לשנותם. אלי, תן בי את השלווה, אלי. תן בי את השלווה לקבל את הדברים, לקבל את הדברים שאין ביכולתי לשנותם. אומץ לשנות את הדברים אשר ביכולתי לשנותם, ואת התבונה להבחין בין השניים. אומץ לשנות את הדברים אשר ביכולתי לשנותם, ואת התבונה להבחין בין השניים. אלי, תן בי את השלווה, אלי. תן בי את השלווה לקבל את הדברים, לקבל את הדברים, אין ביכולתי לשנותם. אומץ לשנות את הדברים, אשר ביכולתי לשנותם. ואת התבונה להבחין בין השניים. Amen. Ezrat Hashem, we should have shalva, real shalva.
That song touches me in such a deep place. Alavai, you and your beautiful family, you and Tamar and the kids, be blessed with the Simchat Chag lasting all year long, Bezrat Hashem. Thank you so much, Achi. I really, really appreciate it.
Amen.
So, thank you, Naftali. What a treat, what a treat. Tonight is the yahrzeit of one of our old friends from Moshav Mevo Modi'in and the uncle of one of my tightest brothers here in Efrat, Hershey's uncle, and we're talking about Mordechai Levy, the trumpet man. Tonight is his yahrzeit, and I want to dedicate the next few nigunim in memory of Mordechai Aaron ben Moshe Yitzchak. So let's sing some nigunim that Rav Shlomo wrote on the Moshav during this time. And this has to do with the davening of Yantir. Ata b'chata yikol afta otanu v'ratzita banu. Ata b'chata yikol afta otanu v'ratzita banu. V'lo imamtanu mikol ha'leshono oy v'kidashtanu b'mitzvosecha v'kelei naftaну lakeinu la'avodasecha oy v'shimcha gadol gadol v'yakadosh aleinu karasot hey ata b'chaytanu mikol ha'amim v'diantim ata etzanu eretz yisavanu Chag Sameach, Since it is the Shpizin of Yitzchak, I wanted to just sing also the bracha of Yitzchak Avinu. This morning when my girls came out to the outside, so my youngest, Liba, she's 30 or 3? She's 33. She's 3. And she came out and she said, Abba, there's tal outside. And she got excited from the tal, from the dew. Thinking to myself, for us, it's just like a given. Oh, these things, yeah, it's always there, right? It takes a child's excitement over the things that are kivyachol, just always there all the time to remind us what life is all about. This is a nigun from the Moshe Rebbe. Everyone thinks that this is Rav Shlomo's nigun. This is not a Rav Shlomo nigun. This is a nigun of the Moshe Rebbe that we sing on Mosei Shabbos. On the Moshav, they sing it for Havdalah, and now all over the world is singing for Havdalah. But really, the words are from the bracha of Yitzchak Avinu. And yeah, Libalu, Abba just spoke about you. Tiffy, you could take this right now if you want. Finished. It's ready for you. Okay? Tzaddikim say that if Yitzchak did not give this bracha to Yaakov Avinu, you and I wouldn't be here. V'yitein lecha Elokim mital hashamayim Mishmanei Anet V'rodadan V'tirosh V'yitein lecha Elokim Mital hashamayim Mishmanei Anet V'rodadan V'tirosh So connecting to what Naftali had just shared with us, these are the last few days we're going to be davening for Tal before we start saying Mashi Baruch U'Mari Dageshem. So throughout Sukkot, it's like a build-up. And every single day we're asking you, the Almighty, please make it be that all the things that are like Tal, that are always there, let it mean something to me. Don't want to take anything for granted. Teach me how to be excited over the things that I already have. You know, if you planted someone right now to sit next to your screen right now, not from 300 years ago, from 30 years ago, not from 30 years ago, from 20 years ago, not even 20 years ago. If you took someone from like 10 years ago even, and you said, come, let's join this thing right now. On what? Well, through my phone or through my computer. What are you talking about? See, for us, it's already become a given. Oh, we have this ability to communicate with the whole world. This is just like, even this right now, this opportunity that we have, everything. Mitala Shamayim. So let's sing it one more time. Ve'iten lecha Elokim Mitala Shamayim U'mishmanei Adem Le'benov Dagan Le'tinoish Okay, this is a request. This song is really called The Harvest, nigga. But it has a new name over the last few months called Lum Lum. We're gonna get through this, it's gonna get through us. And the Simchat that each of us are spinning this Sukkot. It's the Simchat the world has been waiting for us to infuse within. To not be dependent on going anywhere to receive the Simchat. But it's right in front of us. Hey, la, 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 la. Set yourselves free. Open your hearts and let the Simchat in. Okay, Chevra, before we sign off, just a few quick announcements. Again, thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for this awesome privilege to make sure that nothing will stop the Simcha. Nothing at all. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., we'll be doing a musical shachris here for my sukkah. Musical Hallel. Just Hallel. At 9 o'clock. 4 p.m. tomorrow, Reb Mimi Fegelson will be, I don't want to say bringing down the schach because we want the schach to stay up, but she'll be bringing it down in a way that only she knows, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for her to share her world of a sukkah's inspiration with us. Tomorrow night, 8:30, the next Ushpizing, we have the wonderful and special privilege of having someone that Baruch Hashem has really shown his Ahavat Yisrael and is working so hard for Ahavat Achim and Achdut day and night. That's Yehuda Katz tomorrow night, and following him tomorrow night, one of the craziest and best people that I know, one of my closest friends in the world, one of the most special people I know, Laser Lloyd. We'll be schmoozing, we'll be jamming, we'll be besimcha, we'll be together. The next day we have my brother Eitan Gad Elbaz and Tamir Goodman, and we'll also be learning throughout the week with teachers like Chaya Lester, Leah Golom, Hindel Swerdlov, Mili Salem, and I'm very, very excited about our own Shoshana Yudelman from the Keilah over here, that we've been able, Baruch Hashem, to lead trips together to the Ukraine, and so much more. You'll be hearing from her, and a very special conversation / learning that I'll be having with a soul sister of ours, Dari Karlbach. There's like one of my favorite sukkah stories I promised I wouldn't say. I'm going to leave it for her. And there's a lot of things I'm like, unspilkas, do I say it or do I not? We don't say it. Got to leave it for all the other chevra. We're also going to have the privilege to learn from, and this is basically the shiurim will be from 3 to 4. We'll know exactly. We'll send out schedules. 3 or 4 and 5. All the women that will be teaching, and also we'll be having shiurim by other rabbanim as well, live stream from their sukkahs. Rabbi Avram Aryeh Trugman, Rabbi Avram Sutton, who I just got confirmation, which I'm very excited about. Rabbi Yaakov Klein as well will be sharing. Reb David Miller, Dr. Benji Epstein, Reb Judah Michelle, Rabbi Laser Brody, and very, very, very thankful and excited and humbled to have Reb Moshe Weinberger. Also, later in the week will be Nissim Black, Nissim Black, Daniel Zamir, Chaim David, Yitzchak Atias, Zusha, and many, many other names. And I realized that I should never, ever do this again without the names all written in front of me, in case, God forbid, I forgot someone. It's a lot of information to handle, but it's just, this is very, very special. I'm also so thankful that my Pei Dalet brothers are going to be joining us later in the week as well from New York. Hopefully they'll be here by then. But, Chevra, Yitzchak, why I was thinking about this. Why is it that the Simchas Beit Hasho'eva always started with Yitzchak? It doesn't start with Avram Avinu. Because Yitzchak, that's placed within us, that's very serious and heavy, that's the place that needs to learn how to dance more, needs to learn how to sing more. We're getting there, and we have to implement this now more than ever. So let's stay close Let's be in touch. And if anyone would like to sponsor any of these events, and there's so many different things to sponsor, besimcha, besimcha, besimcha. In the chat is the link for the sponsorship. And Bezrat Hashem we'll continue to have the most wonderful and beautiful Sukkot. All my love, all our love from here, Mishpachat Katz and Efrat. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Chag Sameach!